Hi, I'm Richie Andrew from the Public Health South Tees team. The South Tees Wellbeing Network is today holding its first face-to-face learning event. And these learning events are the reason they're face-to-face is because we've got some fantastic people locally. And one of the tricks about getting people face-to-face is connecting them and connecting the ideas, have that conversation to flow. The topic of today's first event is Action for Happiness, which is an international campaign which uses things called 10 keys to happiness, the 10 things that people can practice in their life demonstrably through evidence can really improve their resilience, their well-being, and ultimately prevent them from developing serious mental health problems. So we've actually got 10 speakers today doing 8 minutes each on a really quick sort of turnaround throughout the event, presenting to a group about what their take is on each of these 10 keys to happiness, whether it's about direction in life, whether it's about staying active, a whole range of different things. So it's quite exciting because there's quite like different angles and different sort of subjective views that people have got of what that means. And then there's a great activity at the end that everyone's going to be able to walk away today with their own sort of well-being plan about what they can do in their own lives and how they can take resources from the campaign to use in their work. So this is it. We're now getting started with bringing people in to learn about different well-being issues and then send them off into the world, back into South Tees with the ideas of how they can integrate it into the work to try and prevent more mental health problems existing out there in the first place.
I'm Sharon from the South Tees Wellbeing Network, and we just had our very first face-to-face event here in my place in Middlesbrough, and I've just done my presentation on giving because I think it is so important for us to start looking at how we're going to build our communities moving forward, and giving and volunteering is just at the heart of what we are. It's our northern tradition, and for me, giving our time, giving our patience and giving ourselves to others is absolutely key for us moving forward, and that's where well-being will always come from. So we're moving forward, we're hoping to have a few more events like this because coming together face to face is where we really will start to make those connections, make those bonds between each other, and hopefully start working towards building stronger, healthier, happier communities.
Hi, I'm Lauren Perkin and I'm at the first face-to-face South Tees Wellbeing Network. I'm delighted to be part of the group and one of the speakers for today, talking about one of the elements of Action for Happiness, which was exercise. As part of the You've Got This programme, this is massively important to us because obviously we're focused on tackling physical inactivity across our place. So I've highlighted some of the things around how we're challenging the way in which physical activity looks, exploring people's why and the motivations, whilst also looking at how we can embed that across a whole range of systems. It's really important that we've been here today and all meeting face to face, catching up, networking and connecting us up as a system, which is the only way, by collaborating together, that we're going to create the system and the change that we need across the place.
Hi there, my name is Sarah Beth and I've just presented at the Action for Happiness event at the Great Dream Model here in Middlesbrough. It's been a fantastic event. I've been talking about direction and how important it is to direct our energy in the right way each and every day. I have presented a proposal to everybody who's in the room today around a case study that I'm launching in January, which is focusing on the practical element of developing healthy habits based around our fundamental basic human needs, and also a piece of software that's been developed to help to get rid of some of those limiting beliefs that can actually stop us from living a happy, healthy life. So that's starting in January and looking for organisations to just get involved. It's being funded by Innovate UK and my research partner is Renew. It's really, really important to have face-to-face events like this. I've already made probably 3 or 4 really interesting connections just from the speakers alone, and that's without actually speaking to any of the attendees today. So I'm really hoping that Public Health England and Middlesbrough Council can actually put on more of these events in the future because they're invaluable.
Hello, I'm Jackie Dack and I am very pleased to be one of the speakers at this South Tees Wellbeing Network event. I think it's incredible what's happening here today. The slate of speakers is amazing. I'm learning so much by being here. My business is I'm a public speaking coach, so the standard of speakers here is fantastic. It's really, really exhilarating to be a part of it. I hope there's many more events like this.
Hi, my name's Dr. Catherine O'Neill and I was one of the speakers today at the South Tees Wellbeing Network event. I spoke about how to cultivate positive emotions through using things like gratitude, savouring the present moment, going out and seeking positive emotional experiences, but also being able to learn from our negative emotional experiences and seeing them as a teacher, not just something to be endured. And I think it's so important that we have meetings like this because we need to connect like-minded people. We need to work together to try and tackle the larger problems that we have as a society, and we can only do that through networking together. And it's been an absolute pleasure and privilege to meet people here today.
I'm Wendy Kelly. I work for South Tees Public Health and I'm the lead for children and young people's emotional wellbeing. I'm delighted to be here today at the network event. I think it's really important that we meet in person and reconnect after such a long period of being apart due to the pandemic. Today I've been speaking about resilience. Part of my role for South Tees Public Health is managing the Head Start programme, which is a programme supporting the emotional wellbeing of children and young people across South Tees. Resilience is absolutely integral to the programme, absolutely integral to good emotional wellbeing, and today we've been exploring the use of the resilience framework and how we use that in our work with children and young people.